10th of June 2022.
Hi everyone. Today was another hectic day, long day, and many events happened. First of all, uh, we finished the day yesterday very late. Very late means almost 1 o'clock in the night. I wanted to personally, really wanted to see the steel manufacturing myself. Though we went there in the evening, but we could not see things up close, and therefore I requested the coordinator there, and he was kind enough to agree to take us. Now the chance was there to go in the evening or in the morning next day, but morning we are supposed to leave for Sambalpur, so we decided to go in the evening. So we actually started traveling there at 10:45. By the way, as I told, it was a 5,000 acre campus, a huge campus to go from the colony to the plant itself was a about 10 minutes exercise. Well, we went there and we had to protect ourselves because we were going up close to the place where steel is melted. So there is a special jacket which is heat resistant jacket. There is a helmet that we have to wear, and wow, finally we were at the site where the steel was poured for further reduction. Basically the ore, the iron ore was melted, and then the mold was poured with reduction to convert into iron, and then it would be taken for further processing to convert into steel. And we have only seen some nice red hot melt of iron, but yesterday it was an experience to see that. We were actually standing quite far away, but still we could feel the heat. Well, then we went to the casting plant where the finished steel in the molten form is taken and then casted. Typical casting was done in the form of big of this size rods, which are itself in some 20 tons of kind of rods. By the way, the one furnace that we saw yesterday, at one time, actually it were holding some 250 tons of the molten iron. So it was a big furnace, one of the largest furnace, as they told me. And this casting site was also quite big. And so for one step is to make this big rods, and then there's another process where rods were handled, and we were again close and we could see, and sometime when the rod will pass by, it was all automatic plant, but we could feel the heat. And then what was happening, another space was where the big rods were converted into the steel that we actually used in our homes, the 8-inch and 4-inch and all kind of things. So it was a wonderful process. Big rod will come and it will be reheated so that there's enough temperature. Then in the process it will make thinner, then it will be with some blade it will be divided into 2 3, and it will be pulled, and finally you get the steel. And we also saw the huge pile of steel there. It was really, the kind of scale of operation itself was mind-boggling. But it was an experience to be there in the plant right in the middle of the night. By the time we finished, and there are some more things to see, but I was tired enough and requested him to take us back to the bus. So we came to the bus. Myself and Anjane went there. Anjane was just capturing what is happening. And then we went to the guest house. We slept there almost about 1:15. So as a result of that, today morning we woke up late, and when I saw my mobile phone, it was already 9 o'clock. We are supposed to leave 9 o'clock, but then we are already late. So I got ready quickly, had a quick breakfast, and started the day for the travel for the Sambalpur. Again, we are supposed to get the right path to travel. It was about 170 kilometer, 180 kilometer journey, but somehow we got stuck in a small single lane road with lots of barrier, speed breakers. So it was moving very slowly, and also it was moving through a forest area. So all kind of curvatures, and bus was going here and there. It was a really, kind of a peaceful area also. Not much of a traffic, not much of um, a kind of habitation. You'll find small villages. In fact, we stopped at one place to eat something because we were getting late and also feeling hungry at around 1:30. Uh, Fortunately, there's something to eat. But in the entire village we couldn't find tea, we couldn't find milk. And then we further traveled to come to Sambalpur. In between there was no big place, between 180 kilometer stretch. Sambalpur we reached at around 3, had lunch. I mean, there was miscommunication, lunch was not organized. By the time we finished the lunch, went for the talk which was organized at VSS University. Well, Vice Chancellor was already waiting. Everybody was waiting because we were late. There was a student also in the gathering, and but the hall was great. The acoustic was good, and whenever the acoustics is good, I really love talking. I really enjoyed, and today Anjani also recorded the whole session. And then after that we had a tea and a visit to the bus. Vice Chancellor was very happy with the whole effort. In fact, he's after the post-talk discussion, we were discussing about the action point, and he were really worried and kind of grateful, and also thinking that you should continue with salary, you with your job, and government should help you in this way and that way. You are the asset for the nation, not only the nation, for the whole globe. So the entire team was kind, and one of the things they decided is to take action, and that is what I'm looking for out of my Yatra. So hopefully VSS University takes an action, they becomes a nodal point in this area. They are also going to start our energy storage club. Well, that's it. We are back in the guest house. Today the temperatures are not very high, unlike last 4 days where I was not sleeping in the bus, but it looks cool enough that with my cooler I would be able to sleep peacefully inside the bus. So after 3-4 days, finally I will be in the bus, sleeping in the bus. So that's it. That was the day today, and we are going to stay here tomorrow also. I will update you what happens in Sambalpur tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching.